I think it is a complete oxymoron and contradiction to say that someone is high value. I love you, Mike, but you spread yourself as thin as with, or even wanting to give yourself to 5 women at once. How can you? Who are you giving? Who? And then how are you of any value to anybody?
Well, okay. All right. So.
I forgot. You don't be having. You're not talking about sex though. Just because you're entertaining somebody, you're not talking about sex. Well, but realistically, most dudes are talking about sex when they say they're dating and they're dealing with multiple women. How can you value yourself and your if you're putting your inside this woman, this woman, this woman, this woman, and you don't know what they have, you don't know what's going on, like you don't know what their energy is on or whatever.
Before we go there though, I want to define something. We're not talking about a man in a committed, agreed upon monogamous relationship.
Right.
Yeah, we're talking about dating. So if somebody's dating, I mean, to be honest, I don't think
there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything. I don't think it's anything.
I do.
So I think this video is really interesting. And you know why? Because women like to pay. They like to do tit for tat. You know, if I can't do this, you shouldn't be able to do this. And if I'm not allowed to do this, then you shouldn't be allowed to do this. And if you place value on me by the amount of people that I'm intimate with, then as a man, how many people you're intimate with, that's how I'm going to place value on you. And I think that women have a really hard time understanding that there is a double standard in everything. Okay. And the reason for the double standard is because we are created differently. Yes, we are created to work cohesively together. However, the way in which we do things and the way that people, categorize us or treat us based upon our actions is drastically different. If you see a man that's walking around crying all the time, okay, extremely emotional, he gets like a little prick in his finger and he's bawling his eyes out, you're going to say, what's wrong with this man? Because, naturally, we know that if a man is showcasing this much emotion, either there, one, must be an extremely large, deeper issue, or two, a lot of women, like, women that portray themselves or speak in this kind of manner, are going to call this man a feminine man. If a woman is, speaking out and she's extremely aggressive, disrespectful, like, trying to basically challenge other people, or if she's trying to, be competitive in a certain nature against a man, we're going to call this woman a masculine woman. And the reason why is because you are putting yourself up against a man as if you are the same. It's very simple. It's so funny because when women are out here and they're talking about hot girl summers and they're talking about, being with this one and that one, having their choice to pick, choose, and refuse, with, being liberated and being able to be romantically involved with, 5 to 10 men at a time. And it shouldn't be a problem because people are trying to shame women to behave in a certain manner. When it's women who are in this seat, a lot of other women have no problem with it. They're like, oh, yeah, do you, sis? Do you? Nobody can tell you how to act, act bad. But when it's a man saying that he has the right to exercise options because he is not reliant on a relationship, because he is a quote unquote high value man, which a high value conversation it's way deeper than this surface level conversation. It's a lot deeper than people really know. A lot of people think that high value is only because a man is able to buy certain things or obtain certain things. High value is actually, leadership skills, his problem solving skills. Because you can have people who are able to buy and purchase things but are not good leaders. Okay, maybe they have a knack for doing this one thing, and this one thing has allowed them to make a certain amount of money, and you can't automatically say that this person is high value. And you can't look at a person who is not making a certain amount of money and assume that they are low value. A lot of people are getting this twisted. But anyway, that's a deeper other conversation. In regards to this conversation, I thought it was interesting when she said that that men who sleep around with, 5 different women at a time, who is he to value of? He doesn't know energy. He doesn't know this. And this is why I say that women like to place men into the categories that women are in. Because as a woman, when you are intimate with somebody, women are sponges. Okay? We as women, we absorb. That's what we do. You get a woman around other women, she's going to absorb some of them energy, and she's going to come out and say something that you're not even expecting her to say. Because you've never seen her talk like that. And the reason why is because she's absorbed the energy that was around her and brought it with her. Women are the ones who are absorbers. You see, men being the givers, it affects them vastly different. A man who is in his masculine energy is a giver. He's not going to be walking around absorbing these people's energies. He is going to be giving them energy that they are going to be absorbing. That's why a man can hit it, get up, go back to work and act like it's nothing, not hit you up, not even think about it. He forgot it happened. By the time he eating lunch, he done forgot what happened until he got that text like, oh yeah, from the girl. Oh yeah, last night was everything. Oh yeah, I forgot what happened last night. His mind is just gone from it because it's a release and he's moving on. Women are the ones who, my emotions, I thought I wanted a sneaky link, but now I want a relationship. And, I don't like this and I don't appreciate this anymore. And I'm not down for this and I'm not down for that. That's a woman thing. Hence, again, I use this analogy all the time, why a man can impregnate as many women he wants to in a 9-month period, and a woman can only get pregnant once. We are vastly different. We're made differently. And the thing is, it's okay that we are different, but one of the things is that I feel like as women, it's important to just be in tune with reality and what's really going on. A lot of women, they would prefer to pretend it's not going on. They'll prefer to act like that's not true, to coddle themselves, to make themselves feel more comfortable with the reality of the situation. Oh, well, he can do that and I can't. Like, it's more comfortable for a woman to say, that's not fair or that's not right if he's doing that, than to say, yeah, he can do that and I can't. A lot of women aren't comfortable with that. Women believe that they should be able to do everything under the sun. There should be no repercussions. Nobody should ask them any questions. There shouldn't be any dialogue about it. But you see, a man, he can only do what I tell him to do. Or he can only do what I think is okay. I think this was a perfect example. The men are having this conversation. And they're saying, I don't think anything's wrong with that. He out there, he playing the field. He got this one on rotation, that one on rotation. Sometimes these women obviously even know about it. They know they're one of many. And they're the ones who want to be, the number one. So they're willing to compete with other women to get this man's affection, attention, a relationship, a ring, whatever it is. And all these men are talking about the nature of these men who are out there playing the field. And she, as a woman, is saying, well, I find a problem with that. And the men are like, well, good for you. Well, good for you finding a problem with that. I'm sure a lot of women might find a problem with that. But we as men are not going to stop doing what we are doing. Because although women are saying they have a problem with it, women are also answering the call at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. They're not playing the field by themselves. So although women say they have a problem, they're also picking up the phone, trying to be the option. I just think that a lot of times when we hear certain conversations, again, I just think that there's the main focal point of the conversation is that a lot of women are trying to make men be like women or have to operate under the same guise that women have to operate under. And, if a man is being in his true nature, being a masculine, dominant creature, saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. No, I don't care. Nobody can tell me what to do. I'm a man. I'm a leader. I got it. Women have a problem. And it's a strong reason why, again, is because women do not understand the different roles. What is feminine nature? What is masculine nature? What does a woman do? What does a man do? What can a woman do? What can a man do? And how vastly different they are. I think that strong line of not understanding your counterpart is why relationships are at the state that they're at right now. My opinion. Okay. I would like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.